half of the shops on the high street might not be there in the next 2 years. They said that in the first 2 weeks of the lockdown that there was going to be an estimated loss of 750 million ringgit. Good morning everyone from our apartment in KL. Just a quick video. Is 2020 going to be the end of malls? Is Malaysia going to have the same issue that the UK is having with its high streets and in its malls? Is coronavirus the final nail in the coffin for it all? The pandemic is having such a problem for shops in the UK. Today we're going to run out into Bukit Bintang and have a look at some of the malls and see how they're coping. We're now day 70 of the lockdown and it's past Raya. And earlier this week we saw the busiest shops that we've seen in the last 2 months.
Signed more forms in these lockdown weeks than in my whole life.
I think you just got to sign in, no? Terima kasih. Terima kasih. Thank you. Terima kasih. Shops are open, but where are the customers? This area is usually very, very busy. That fountain over there behind us, there are tons and tons of people normally getting photos in front of it.
So people still come out. It's not even a matter of people are still observing the lockdown. No one is coming out. They are coming out, but they are just in the food section.
Terima kasih. Thank you.
Okay.
Terima kasih. Thank you. Yeah, she's right. There's definitely more people in here than before when we were last in here. As you can see, we're now after the Hari Raya weekend holiday and the Monday and Tuesday. It's now the Wednesday, and I mean, look at this. This whole strip. I don't know whether these shops have been open before.
We don't know if they were open.
But all these shops are closed. There's one shop open here on the right. Looks almost open. About 6 floors of shops here. I would probably count less than 40 people on each floor. So this is the 3rd biggest mall in Malaysia, and they have a roller coaster above you, up here. But it doesn't look like it's in service today. But this is one of many, many malls in Kuala Lumpur. And they said that in the first 2 weeks of the lockdown that there was going to be an estimated loss of 750 million ringgit. So you can only imagine how much a lot of these stores have lost over that 2 month, nearly 3 month period. And with coronavirus looking like it's not going away anytime soon and social distancing becoming the norm, are people going to want to venture out and do the checks, sign into every shop, risk themselves and others in getting potentially this deadly flu and illness? Is it worth the risk? You know, what has coronavirus taught us is that we can work online, that we can work from home, and that we can shop online. And the previous naysayers that initially said, you know, online will never work, you know, they were forced online. You've only got to compare it to the UK to understand that the high street has been in trouble for a long time in the UK. Online has been battering the high street and malls for years in the UK. The UK in particular doesn't have good food courts and strong food options like these places do, and that international aspect, obviously they have Oxford Street, which is never going to go away, and I'm sure Kuala Lumpur is the same, but you've also got to wonder how many shops there are in these places and how well they'll survive.
Yeah, and also like if you consider the food aspect here, which is the only reason why people seem to be coming here, that surely is not going to be the same in the UK, because people don't necessarily go to malls for food. They actually don't at all. If they're in the mall and they want to eat something, they go to those places, but you don't actually go specifically for the food.
In the UK, Amazon is now becoming the go-to. Traditionally, when you needed a late present, it was someone's birthday and it was a Friday afternoon, it was their birthday on Saturday, you know, and you needed a present for that Saturday gift. You'd go to the local mall and you'd buy a present from there, you know, because you're a last-minute.comer like myself. But now, what you do is you jump on Amazon and you get next day delivery. There are 15 million Amazon Prime members, and Amazon Prime offers you next day delivery, or in some parts of the country, in London in particular, same day delivery. So by having that same day delivery option and the next day delivery option, there's no need to venture out and risk yourself with these deadly diseases when you can stay at home in your comfort and have it delivered to your door without even stepping outside. You've got to ask yourself whether that's going to be the same here. I mean, Amazon have sold so much and done so well that they're set to make their first loss in 5 years, and they're going to make their first loss because they have oversold and they've had to hire 175,000 workers to get those parcels out. And that's their first loss in 5 years. So you can imagine how well Amazon are doing. With 15 million of the UK Amazon Prime members, people have signed up for the Amazon subscription service where they pay £75 a year to be subscribed to next day delivery or same day delivery. You know, and when you look at this and you look at these malls and how companies like out here, maybe Lazada or Shopee, are doing, you know, are people going online and moving this all online? Well, from what I saw and what I read up, Lazada are now launching an online grocer because of the demand of online groceries that people, you know, supermarkets are absolutely inundated and had a 500% spike in sales just before coronavirus hit. So in that time, people have been moving online, and moving online has become the social norm. You know, previously, online was not the norm, and everyone said you're spending too much online. But now, everyone says you're not spending enough time online, and you're out too much. Online has become the norm, and whether that becomes the long-term norm for the next year, you've got to wonder whether all these places which were the previous norm, whether they're going to exist after this year. And I know in the UK they said that over half of the shops on the high street might not be there in the next 2 years. That is a 50% decrease of shops on the high street and in malls in the UK. So you can just imagine the difficulty people are facing out here as well. It's a good point.
Yeah, just think that I don't find possible that all the malls will close out just because of days. Because I was saying like Malaysia is such a hot country, so possibly people just come to malls to hang out because you can actually like be cool and go for a walk here. And you can always do it outside because it's just so hot, you know. Like, that's the reason why we come to malls quite often as well sometimes, because we can walk freely for much longer than we could do outside. But yeah, that doesn't mean the shops will be busy.
To see silent parts of the mall like that, where there's just absolutely no one, you know, you've got to wonder whether malls this size are really ever going to recover. And if they do, how many of the shops are going to actually recover? How did you do your shopping with coronavirus? Did you go online? And what about Hari Raya in Malaysia? Did you shop for your kui online, like people mentioned? It's too early to tell whether these shops will be here in the next few months or the next couple of years. You know, is Malaysia going to have the same issues like the UK is having? And are you planning on shopping online for the foreseeable future?
Well.
Exactly.
I am getting lazier.
People are getting lazier. People are getting used to shopping online. You know, are you going to stay shopping online? Have you been shopping online? You know, these social distancing rules, you know, they may be in place for the next few months. They may be in place for the next till the end of the year. There are talks in the UK that offices aren't even going back until the new year. So everyone in the UK is working from home.
Everyone who can.
Yeah, everyone who can. Here we go, closed roller coaster. When we came to Raya before, this roller coaster was always running. It was never not running whenever we came in here. So to see it not running is crazy. It may be too early to tell whether these shops will be around or whether they will close down. But what we do know is that coronavirus and social distancing has normalised online. Whether people continue to shop online or whether people move online to deal with social distancing over the next few months, with coronavirus not going away, it's a very troubling time for shops. With all these checks in place to enter malls and no chance of trying things on, and the risk of coronavirus, is no doubt this exacerbation to the current climate and the current turmoil that high street and malls are facing across the globe. Whether it's the same in Malaysia, you know, time will tell. But after having 3 months of lockdown, it's not easy for them. What do you think? Do you think that all these malls are going to be here in the next few months, next years? You know, over 700 malls in Malaysia, and I think they're always planning more. You know, are these shops going to survive?
Kids or no? I still haven't understood. I always wanted to go, now obviously we can't, but...
I've already got some glasses, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
UK, England.
UK.
Yeah.
I love UK.
Yeah, UK, you got
I love UK.
See you later.
To be honest, I need some glasses.